Welcome to Lesson 80, Reducing Fractions Part 2. We've already done some reducing in our class, and we're going to continue practicing that today. Now remember, you can get many equivalent fractions that all equal the same thing. That's why they're equivalent, right? You can get 6/12ths and 5/10ths and 10/20ths. They're all equal to 1/2. Now in my class, as you know, I will not accept all those answers. I will only accept the lowest term, the most reduced term, which is 1/2, 1/2. Now, the question you might have is, when do you stop? How do I know I've got to the lowest term? Like 60/100ths. Now, you could reduce each one by dividing by 10, right? And you'll get 6 on the top and 10 on the bottom, 6/10ths. Am I done? Have I reduced, Mr. Osborn? No, you are not finished just yet. You know that you are done reducing when the numerator and denominator have a greatest common factor of 1. When the only thing that they both have in common is 1, then you are finished. So take a look at this number up here. Let's say you did decide to cut it by 10s, which is a very good idea. Right? Divide by 10, divide by 10. Because whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom, right? And you end up getting 6/10ths. You realize maybe those are both even numbers, so let's divide them by 2. And now you'll get 3/5. Now the question I told you at the beginning, when do you know you're done? Think about this, 3 and 5. You know you're done when their greatest common factor is 1. Well, what factors are in 3? 1 and 3. What factors are in 5? 1 and 5. What is their greatest match? What is their greatest common factor? 1. You know now that 3/5 is the lowest term for 60/100ths. Now, the way to do it faster is to find their greatest common factor in your first step. Then you won't have to do dividing twice. So if you think of the factors of 60 and 100, you will find that their greatest common factor is 20. So if you divide the top by 20, you'll have to divide the bottom by 20. 20 goes into 60 3 times. 20 goes into 100 5 times. 3/5. Just like we got before, we only had to do it in one step this time. All right? Let's try to do a couple of your problems from your reteach and finish them in one step. Let's start with number 2. 4/20ths. 4/20ths. All right? Now, we know that 2 goes into both because it's even, but we also know that 4 is a common factor. And in fact, it's the greatest common factor between these two. So we're going to do this reducing in one step. Whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. So divide both of them by 4, and you'll get 1/5. 4/20ths is equal to 1/5. However, I will only accept the reduced form, and that's the lowest term. That's the way most teachers will want your answers. All right, let's try one more. How about number 3, 18/27ths. Make a little bit of room here. All right, 18 and 27. What kind of factors? Well, 18 has a 1, a 2, a 9, 3, a 6, and 18. What goes into the 27? 3 also does. Anything else? How about a 9? 9 can go into the 19, and a 9 can go into 27, right? That's going to be your greatest common factor, and that will help you solve this in one step. Whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. 18 divided by 9 is 2. 27 divided by 9 is 3. Your answer is 2/3. All right? Thank you for continuing fractions with me. If you have any questions about reducing, then go ahead and ask me, and I'd be glad to help. Thanks.